Welcome back. It's 21 minutes before 9 o'clock. Did you know that February is Heart Health Month? It makes sense because we have Valentine's Day. You think of hearts and you do that. And Nikki Gatton is with MinuteClinic. She's a nurse practitioner and here to tell us a little bit about how important it is to recognize that heart health is very important. Nikki, good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
What is heart health, the number one problem in America, or it's one of the top problems? How would you characterize it?
It is a huge problem. Heart-related disease kills about 600,000 Americans a year. 1 in 4. We have the highest. That's the highest rate of death that we have, and it affects men and women. So 1 in 4 deaths is attributable to heart disease.
Why is it such a problem in a country that is so well educated? You would think that we would be a country with one of the least incidences of heart disease.
I agree. At the same time, we've done a lot to educate our Americans on things like diet, exercise, watching your sugars, decreasing your portion sizes. We've done a lot of work toward that, decreasing smoking risk. But obesity continues to be one of the biggest problems in our country that leads to diabetes, and that is attributable to the heart-related diseases that we see.
What would you say is the number one thing we can do to enhance our heart health?
The number one thing is to decrease weight if that is necessary, and then to make sure that you're, of course, getting your exercise. But with the decreasing weight, it's very important to avoid those processed foods, try to decrease the sugars in the diet, portion control, drinking water instead of some of the sugary drinks. And these are all some of the weight management pieces that we try to stress through our MinuteClinic locations. There are 31 of those, as well as at the end of the month, we're going to have our MinuteClinics in the 3 Target area stores.
Oh,
so
wow. That's going to be great. Now, let me ask this about blood pressure and heart health. How important is it to regularly check your blood pressure?
It is incredibly important to check blood pressure, and that's something that people can do at home. They can do that with a blood pressure monitoring kit that you can buy. You want to make sure you're checking your blood pressure, and then also cholesterol levels. You want to know your numbers when it comes to blood pressure, cholesterol. Twice a year you need to be evaluated for cholesterol levels. Again, it's a service that we're happy to provide. Either your primary care provider or MinuteClinic can provide those services.
All right, I don't want this to be a promotion, but interestingly enough, I just bought a new blood pressure monitor at Target stores yesterday. All their blood pressure monitors are on sale.
Heart health.
I know this, and it's all about the heart health and all. What about family risk? If your parents, if your grandparents had heart disease, are you more likely to have heart disease?
You are more likely to have heart disease, but a lot of times, like my personal family history, overweight parents, and then I was overweight. I've taken a lot of steps to decrease my weight, and that has allowed my blood pressure to normalize. So while there are definitely genetic risks involved, there are some things that you can do to mitigate that.
All right. Nikki Gatton with MinuteClinics, and some great information on heart health, and it's something everybody needs to pay attention to. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
It's Heart Health Month here this February. All right, 18 minutes now before 9 o'clock.